Alam mong mangyayari kapag yung mga post-war teenagers ay nagkaroon ng disposable incomes, dead-end jobs, and maikling pasensya. They buy scooters. Not cars, scooters. And thus, the mods were born. Stylish, piece-off, and allergic to anything that their parents like. Hindi lang sila nagra-ride. Nilagyan nila ng attitude ang kanilang two wheels. At kung ang Vespa ay ang cute girl next door, Lambretta, ito yung bad boy sa mga movie na naka-leather jacket. Behind the chrome, pressed steel, and mod culture mystic lies a tale of bombs, betrayal, and one of the most unexpected comebacks in two-wheeled history. Ito ang kwento ng Lambretta. Balikan natin ang Italia after ng digmaan. It was 1947. The country's infrastructure bombed to dust. The economy, mahina pa sa batang hindi nagugulay. But that's when Fernando Innocenti, a steel pipe magnate with the name of Bond Villain, had an idea. Build a scooter na pangmasa. Not just any scooter. A scooter na kahit sinong hindi marunong magmotor ay kayang gamitin. Hence, step-through frame. Add an interchangeable wheels, enclosed drive terrain, and a body tough enough to survive Roman potholes. And boom, the Lambretta Model A was born. Habang nagpapasiklab ang Vespa gamit ang curvy body and pastel paint nito, Lambretta was doing something different. Something better. Meron itong tubular frame engineering na hiniram sa steel empire ni Innocenti. It was built for performance, not just fashion. At napansin iyon ng mga kabataan. Come the 50s and 60s, Lambretta became the hot rod of the scooter world. The TV175, fast. The SX200, pure sex on the two wheels. Siyempre dahil hindi sila mapakali noon, ginawa nila itong parang disco ball. Nilagyan ng 30 mirrors, 10 headlight at chrome para siguradong mabubulag ang kasalubong nito. Hindi lang ito for transportation. Ito ay statement. A rebellion on 10 inches wheel. Kaya nung 60s, ang Vespa at Lambretta ay hindi lang basta brand. They were ideologies. Vespa sold practically pastel colors and charming roundness that said, "Let's go get a gelato." Lambretta said, "Let's race a train to Britain and punch a rocker in the face." Performance-wise, Lambretta ang may edge. Mas rigid yung frame, mas malaki yung engine, and they weren't afraid to push beyond the typical moped and milk image. Think about the TV175 for example. And while Vespa riders sip espresso in Rome, Lambretta riders were tearing through London in tailored suits, parkas, and way too many mirrors. Seriously, yung rider na naka-purist mindset mod rig ay kayang gumawa ng forest fire kapag nag-reflect yung araw sa mga salamin nito. But here's where it gets interesting. Lambretta didn't just benefit from mod culture. They became the symbol of it. Vespas were acceptable. Lambrettas were aspirational. Meron itong sharper angles, mas mahabang wheelbase at mas mababang stance na nagsasabing, alam kong pogi ako pero marunong ako may pagsuntukan. At literal na may pagsuntukan sila. On beach, kalsada, dance floor, kahit saan basta may makita silang kaaway na rockers back then. By the 1970s, Lambretta was selling scooter across the world. They opened plants in India, Spain, Brazil, Argentina, and sinubukan din nilang mga rera. Siyempre, bakit hindi nila susubukang ikarera yung washing machine na kayang tumakbo ng 90 km/h? But then came the crash, the oil crisis, Japanese motorcycles, and some good old-fashioned mismanagement turned Lambretta into history. By 1972, Innocenti sold its soul and its tooling to India's government. The brand flatlined. Habang yung Vespa, well, Vespa just keeps scooting along. But here's the kicker. You can't kill cool. At noong 2017, nabuhay muli ang Lambretta. Pero not by an Italian, by an Austrian consortium named KSR Group. Nilaunch nila ang V Special Series, mga scooter na retain ng Lambretta silhouette. Pero dinagdagan ng disc brake, LED lights at fuel injection. Perfect ba siya? No. Authentic ba siya? Kinda. Pero pinanatili nila yung identity niya na may pagka-rebelde. And now, Lambretta is riding a new wave. Limited editions, collaborations, and retro styling that screams nostalgia na may Bluetooth speaker sa ilalim ng upuan. They're not trying to beat Vespa in sales anymore. They're trying to beat Vespa in attitude. Because Lambretta was never just a scooter. It was a rebellious middle finger with a single shot of espresso.